Hello, everybody. welcome to Thursday. We're gonna have our amazing, hopefully fun and exciting campaign that I have created called Blue Dragon Games. That is right. I made this. I started writing this a while ago. I'm super excited. I've never DM'd before, so I decided to pool. Why not? But the best, the people that I know who are really great at playing D&D, but my friends, Shirtless Dan, the True Tash,
Hello.
Elmo. That's right, Elmo.
Yes.
You're so fucking dumb.
Let's do this. We're gonna play D&D today.
Chris already rolling the fire saves. I love it. All right, guys. So, just a heads up, just some couple things, just so you guys are aware. I've never DM'd, so there might be some hiccups, but we will get through them, and I'm going to learn a lot, and I'm really excited, and we're going to see how far we get in this first round. It will be a continuous one. We're not going to do it every week. It will be probably more of a monthly type thing, so I can have some time to prep and get myself situated and everything. And yeah, you guys excited?
Yes.
Yay!
I'm the reason I'm the most excited is because when I was going to the bathroom, I heard you say that we can roll our physical dice.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. So that is the other thing. They
You
are allowed to roll
you did
physical
not hear
dice.
my yelling. I yelled from the bathroom for you.
Nope,
Yes.
not hear a thing.
And Dan was like, "What's going on?"
Oh yes, I could bump up my volume. You got it.
Yeah. Let me know if anybody needs to be fixed on my end as well.
Yeah, my sound
Same.
settings always gets a little messed up due to meetings that I have. So, boom. We should be better now. I'll probably louder in your guys' ears.
Funny because that doesn't happen to me.
Player sounds are good. Awesome. I should be better now. You should be able to hear me better. Let me know, Tony. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, good. All right.
Tony will
well,
definitely let us know.
Kitty, very clear. Aw, thanks, guys. All right. So with that, I'm going to actually bump us over to our maps because my whole game is going to always have something for everybody to look at. So when you guys are bumped over to your map, let me know, and then we will begin.
Yep.
Good on Dan, and good with Morgan. All right, Morgan's eating, but it's fine. All right, and
Your fire's dying. I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. And we begin. All right, just like any good story, we start at the beginning, so let me paint you a picture. We begin our adventure in the middle of the ocean. You know, where the fish, sharks, and dolphins all swim freely. And if you look hard, you might see it. A luscious island smack dab in the middle of the ocean. This island is a tropical forest. It is hot, humid, and moist all year long with dense vegetation.
Yeah, I
There are
am.
there are
Moist.
giant trees that grow to heights of 250 feet or more, and thick woody vines that make quite the maze for any adventurer.
So thick.
In the middle of the island sits a giant mountain. Now, from the ground level, you see a building sitting on top. You might think, piece of cake. I can get up there in no time. Well, not so fast there, sailor. The road to the top is quite a challenging one. The mountainside is jagged with sharp rocks that are sure to slice you down to the bone, and the slightest misstep, you will fall to your death. If you manage to get through the forest maze and climb to the mountain, you will make it to the landing where a giant concrete building stands. This is where the adventure begins.
I knew I should have been an Alcocra. Just fly to the top.
All right, the sun is just starting to peek along the horizon, and three adventurers emerge from the cliffs. As they breathe heavily to catch their breath, they are greeted by a lady with what happens to be. Hold on, let me just make her appear really fast for you guys. Or you guys? There, you guys don't see
Easy,
her yet.
you just do it like this.
I got it. All right, as they breathe heavily to catch their breath, they are greeted by a lady with what appears to be a black and light blue cloak. Her hood is up, and the adventurers can only see her mouth and nose. She begins to speak. Ah, I see you made it past your first challenge, the island. Welcome to the Blue Dragon Games. Do you each have your scrolls?
I do.
I'm gonna open my mouth and reach into my gut and pull out the scroll. Yep, the guy right there.
I'm with them. Just kind of like shuffles over.
Do you mind handing them over, please?
This is your cue to give her your paper.
What paper?
The scroll.
I have a scroll. Oh, you mean this thing?
Yes.
Hands.
Thank you. All right, you 3 brave adventurers have been chosen for the Blue Dragon Games because of your unique skills. With these skills, you will enter a grueling dungeon that stands before you. Inside, there will be challenging dungeons with difficult enemies, traps, and even misleading information. But before you enter, there are a few rules to go over. If you make it to the end of the dungeon, you will walk away with quite a treasure. And her name, so she hasn't introduced herself yet, but she pulls out a scroll and she opens it up and she begins to read the rules to you guys. And she says, the first rule is you can't cheat. If the dungeon feels you cheating, you will be punished. The dungeon is a living, breathing organism. What it decides for your punishment is in the hands of the dungeon. Second, arguing with the dungeon. If the dungeon thinks you are trying to argue with the aspects that are thrown at you, you will be punished. And third, this dungeon will not just give you battle rooms, but you will be dealing with all sorts of puzzles, traps, and misleading information. And she rolls up that scroll, shrinks it down, and it disappears. Now, with that said, if you still want to compete in the games, I think we should get to know each other before heading in. Let the introductions begin. Tell us about yourself and what you focus your skill set on. And she looks over at a lizard-type creature with piercing yellow eyes and a rocky reddish-brown scales with armor that looks like large leaves and vines. Please, introduce yourself.
Me? Hi. They call me Holla. So you could just, say, Holla at your boy. One of a bunch of siblings back home, but our group is getting a little bit too big. So, I'm out here. I'm pretty good with my bow. If you need something shot, I'm pretty sure I can sneak up on it and shoot it for you.
Very good. She looks to the next, over to a slender-looking woman with pale skin, ash gray, long hair with piercing yellow eyes, wearing a charcoal gray shirt with a dark brown leather jacket, gold accessories, and a bag on her back. You are next.
Well, hello there, everyone. I am Latara Votash. I am from the Shadowfell, and I dabble in the works of both metal and the arcana. I believe some call me a tinkerer, others, well, call me an artificer.
Very well. And finally, she looks to the third adventurer that seems to have burn marks over his body, wearing tattered clothes and armor that is about to fall off. Lastly, you are?
I'm Fragglerok. I am the champion of the fire god.
Alrighty then. Now, do you have any questions before you head in?
Where's the food?
Where's the food? Well, unfortunately, you may encounter food in there. I cannot personally tell you what the dungeon entails. I just know of what it does.
It can be quite
Right.
delicious in dungeon.
Why is it
Um,
unfortunate if we encounter food?
Up to you. You'll have to see
So
what the
trying to
dungeon
eat you.
has in store.
I do have a question, actually.
Yes.
You spoke of the dungeon believing if we are cheating, but I would like to know what constitutes as cheating in this game.
That is for the dungeon to decide. I do not run the dungeon. The dungeon runs itself.
Great, but you're working with the dungeon co. Can you go speak to its manager?
I'm sorry, there's no Karens in this game.
There is now.
I'm sorry,
just
we don't call them
curious.
Karens in this world. We call them Karenies.
I'm just curious because of with magical abilities, things can be different. Things can go differently than expected. And I don't want to be considered cheating for something that I can innately do because of my abilities.
The dungeon is all aware of everybody's ability and what you can and cannot do. It will determine if the magical ability you're using is cheating or not.
Is the dragon or not dragon dungeon gonna like talk to us, or is it gonna give out like more
That
of these
is-
like paper thingies?
You will have to enter to figure it all out. I'm sorry, but I cannot answer that question.
What's your name?
My name is Serena.
Her name is DM character 1. Let's see it right there.
Shut your face. Name is
DM character 1. Okay.
her
It's
name
official
is,
in the notes.
her name is Serena.
And how do you spell that?
Sarina. Serena.
One more time, I was typing something else. Sorry.
Sarina. And you'll see it on the map too.
Ah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I reveal names as we go, people. All right. Well, if there are no other questions, before you head into the dungeon, there is one last thing I need to do. And Serena pulls out 2 mechanical orbs and they start floating around her, and she begins to speak. Times, tide, reverse, heroes return to the start, strip their powers back to apprenticeship's heart. And after she finishes, you guys feel this huge wave of blue light fly right through you, and all your physical and magical knowledge for combat is swept away. And now you are entering the dungeon at level 1. The doors open for you guys, and as you slowly walk towards the doors to enter into the dungeon, she says, "Adventurers, you have been stripped and ready for battle. I wish you the best of luck, and may the odds be forever in your favor."
I'm just gonna let
I
the
give,
2
I
really
give the
short
salute of the fire
mofos.
god.
I'll let the 2 super short mofos go in front of me.
The shit
You're
mofos
the
go.
one here.
For once, I'm the tall one.
For once in your life.
Here, you want the shorter ones in front of you. There you go.
Yeah.
There.
It's just so if I have to, I can step over them later, you know?
All right. The adventurers walk through a large metal door, and after they enter the room, the door slams shut. The room soon lights up, and the adventurers are on a landing with a pair of stairs that leading them up into a giant room. Or no, down into a giant room, sorry. The room is made up of cobblestone and a giant blue dragon emblem located in the middle of the room. Scattered on the floor in the right corner are a series of broken weapons that aren't salvageable. Located in the top right is a pair of spiraling stairs that will take the adventurers down into the dungeon. Let's listen in and see what the adventurers will decide, my friends.
What's the pile on the top left?
What's the what?
The pile on the top left. There's a bunch of stuff on the top left.
Do you want to go investigate it? Or
I mean, can I see what it is? Like what is?
that's
Is
just
the thing.
it's just broken
Is that a-
weapons.
I would like to go investigate it.
All right.
Are those more
Yeah.
broken weapons that we can tell on the bottom right?
Mhm.
Before walking in? Okay.
Well, if you want to go up to them, you can like see what they are.
I'm gonna go investigate it as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have a look.
I will as well.
Okay. Do you guys want to roll?
I'm going to
for-
look at the bottom right one.
Okay. Do you guys want to roll investigate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll the knight's a 19, y'all.
Ah,
But let me find
I
out
died.
what that is.
That's an 18 minus 3. That's a 15.
You rolled a 2.
Oh, fucking
All right.
Great start, you guys.
All right. You guys.
Sorry, hold on. Mine is. I didn't open up my thing earlier. Mine is 24.
Okay. Latara and Fragglerok, you guys look at the pile that's on the ground. It just looks like dull, shiny weapons that were made from iron at some point. Some of them are bent, some of them are broken. Nothing that's really salvageable, but like maybe.
Is there
Go ahead.
is there any that are just like in good enough condition to like be repurposed or reused for something else in the future?
There may be like you find in there, like you find like maybe like a good handle, or you find like, oh, this was like you find like pieces in there that maybe you could put together later, but there's nothing that you could use readily right away.
It's fine. I
I
just
want
want
to
to.
look. Go ahead.
I just want to collect like if there's a nice handle or like a couple like good like metal decorative pieces or just anything that's like good for my tinkering needs.
Okay, you can choose what would you like to pick up.
I'm gonna look for the
What exactly would you
rustiest,
like? I'm sorry, hold on. What-
nastiest.
Well, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
That's all of that.
So you're looking for like a handle or
Looking for like handles, decorative pieces, even a few pieces of metal that's not like super bent and not rusted, but like
Okay.
it can be broken off. But you know, just some materials for my tinkering needs.
Okay. So you go sifting through it and you find one wooden handle that has a it has like a fleur-de-lis type of design on it that's kind of more ornate. You decide that, oh, this could be kind of useful, and you pick it up and you put it in your backpack that you have. All the metal, unfortunately, is just not really salvageable. It's kind of just all looks like it's dull-ended. You maybe find like one end of that's like a tip of a sword. You maybe could salvage it and say, oh, I could maybe like later make a dagger or something with this. It's still dull, so you'd have to figure out how to sharpen it. You would also have to manipulate it so that it could become a dagger. So if you want that, you
I
can
have
pick.
smithing tools.
If you want
Come,
that, you
little
can have
goblin.
that. Would you like that tip?
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the wood handle and the little
Just the
tip,
tip.
as well.
Just the tip.
Mm.
Okay. And then Fragglerok, what were you looking for?
I'm looking for the rustiest, nastiest, shittiest pieces of metal I can find.
All right. You start sifting through.
I'm just like sniffing through it and just pushing shit around.
Let me let me open up here.
Him do most of the digging for me, and I'm just grabbing the nice pieces.
Just like tossing shit over my shoulder and more. Like the top just like
gonna-
grab stuff.
That's good. That's good.
Yep.
Roll. Let's do a little bit of a it's not really athletics because you're like sifting through it but you could
Yeah,
maybe get like
I'm just
stabbed.
looking for,
Like you could get
the
stabbed
shittiest.
and stuff. So like I roll for me like a what do you think? Athletics or
Maybe dexterity. Just
or
a
dexterity?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do dexterity.
Sure.
That's an
See how well
11.
you. Let's see how well you finesse this pile, bro.
All right, so so you're pulling things out and you're looking and you're kind of like tossing them behind you because I can see you doing that. And as you're doing it, like you just get a little bit of a nick from one. It's not like death or anything, but you're like, oh, that fucking hurt. Like that sucked. And then you find right underneath it the most nastiest looking like just like piece that maybe was from a like a pickaxe or something because somebody just decided to bring a pickaxe to a fight and you're like, this is perfect, I want this, and it's like just like encrusted with rust and it's just like it's just you're just like, yes please, and it's like sharp, it's like broken so much that like if you touch the one end like you literally could just stab yourself and just start bleeding, but the other end is just so rusted that you can't like do anything with it, so if you want that you can have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I hope you're up to date on your shots.
What's that?
All right, and then Holla,
Yeah.
you rolled a 2. All right,
I found a rock.
go over there and you're looking around and you're like, oh, there's like, you know, maybe like a piece from a hammer that somebody had, and then you're like, oh, there's like a broken crossbow and a broken like wooden stick, and you're like, huh, this broken wooden stick looks really fun, I guess I'll take this.
Yeah.
So you pick up a wooden stick and you're like swinging it around like you're pretending to fight and stuff, and you're like, this is so awesome, I love this.
Best day ever.
Just sigh.
Well, you guys don't see him. You guys are still doing your thing on the other side, so you don't even know he's over there. You guys are just kind of like doing your own thing, and then he's over there like in his little area, and he's like, "Oh, look, a wooden stick. This is so
I
great."
just see him flailing around. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, like where I cut my hand, I just like get a big lick to close the wound because goblin spit. It's
Nice.
multi-purpose.
Gross.
I'm a goblin. What do you expect?
Gross.
I don't have any of you where I'm from.
So, is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Nope. Just make my towards
Actually-
the stairs, I guess.
Before we continue on, gentlemen, are any of you good at spotting hidden traps, perchance?
I got a great nose for it.
I mean, I guess it depends on how bright it is.
Do I believe his nose abilities?
I found what I was looking for, didn't I?
I would say you are probably a little you're curious about them, but you're not, you kind of keep them at arm's length still because you don't know them.
Sure, but like gauging
So
their,
you
like,
kind of, you're like, I guess so, but I guess I gotta see. We'll see if you
Okay.
can prove to me, like, okay, sure, you can do that, but let's see if you can actually do that.
Okay. Well, if either of you are decent at looking for traps, it's not quite my forte. I could give it a try, but perhaps if you guys could keep an eye out along the way for any traps, that'd be greatly appreciated.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do in this lovely room?
I'm good with moving on.
I'm good with moving on.
All right. We shall move on to the next room. You guys can add your people, or you need me to do it?
I think we can add all people. in
Okay,
the
if you can
token
add 'em.
browser.
Go for it. Be more like right over here. Those are the stairs.
Alright, I don't know what over here is.
Oh, I just moved your character.
Yeah, I think it drops us in the middle.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I want you in the stairs. Stop moving out of the stairs. All right, so the brave adventurers head down the stairs and come out to an ornate room that glimmers with the warm golden hues of polished metal and rich tapestries on the wall. Mounted proudly on the walls are an array of magnificent trophies, the preserved heads of fearsome beasts. Each trophy tells a story of conquest and valor. However, while the room seems ornate, there are signs of decay. Lying in front of a table is a once grand rug, now tattered and torn, its intricate patterns faded with age. In the front of the rug, a table, on its surface adorned with delicate trinkets and treasures. In front of that, a throne that is well preserved but covered with dust. We now check in to see what the adventurers will do next.
I'm gonna sniff the rug.
Okay. Can I get an insight?
Insight? Sure.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
It's a 6.
All right. You begin to sniff the rug, and all you smell is just like the fibers of what they used. It was of some silk, and that's it.
I'm gonna
And that's it.
And that's it.
take a bite on it.
Bite the rug.
Not take a bite out of it, but just like bite a bit of it. Just like,
Okay. Oh, bite the
no,
rug.
that's nothing.
You
Tastes
taste
like.
rug.
Yep.
Mm,
There's your food.
I'm a quiet investigator.
I would like to search around for anything that is maybe arcana based, any hidden honestly hidden anything.
Okay, where would
But
you like
just
to
kinda
look?
around. I kind of just want to go about the entire room
Okay.
and like look all around. So however you want to guide me.
Okay. We can just pick a side. Just however you want to move. And I'll just take it from there.
I'm gonna start with
You should be able to move your character too.
yeah. I'm just thinking. As she pans around, because she hasn't seen creatures like this a whole lot from where she's from.
Mhm.
She's gonna check out each individual, like, mounted animal first before getting to the desk.
Okay. And you want to check them for magic?
Like magic or anything hidden. Like, is there any hidden levers? Is there any, like, magic, any traps, anything sort of like that?
Okay. Let's roll a I think investigative or arcana check.
Okay.
I think would work too.
They're both the same.
What'd you get?
I got a 21.
20. Damn, okay. 21. All right, you walk up to the first creature that is mounted on the wall. You're like, huh, this creature looks kind of interesting. I wonder if what kind of magical powers it had that made it feel like it was considered precious to these people that were once in this room. And you wave your hands, trying to like figure out what's going on with it, you know, kind of like sensing if there's anything magical about it. And you're like, oh, it's just a boar.
Okay.
You're like, oh, okay, it's just a boar. I've seen one of these before.
I will move on to the next one. And then the desk.
It's so boring. All right, you walk up to the next one. You see this majestic creature that is cat-like, and you say to yourself, "Huh, this looks very familiar. I know cats were a big thing for magical creatures," and you try to figure out if there's any arcana on it, and it comes out, and you're like, "Oh, it's just a tiger." You're getting a sense that the people that were in here were just found these animals to be beautiful and a sense of honor to put their busts up on the wall. But you continue on.
Okay.
I want to investigate the thing in the corner down here. In the meantime, whatever that is.
It's a pillar.
Well, I'm just gonna go investigate the desk.
Okay.
But what kind of pillar? I'm gonna look at.
It is a broken pillar that once was very ornate and everything, but it broke down over time.
What's it made of?
Probably quartz.
It's like a rock.
It's like a rock.
I'm gonna if there's any like chips or anything, I'm gonna take them and just put them in one of in my shirt.
You just want to take some broken pieces.
Yeah.
All right. Roll. You look
Like,
around.
if there's any like chips or anything around the base of the pillar that's broken off, I'm just
So you're looking around and everything, and you find the smallest fleck of a broken piece, and you pick it up and you go, "Ooh, piece of candy."
I like to think that like all of this is going on, and Holla's just like skulking this bear that's hanging on the wall, trying to figure out like it's not attacking. What's going on? Why? I wonder if there's any meat.
Are you gonna try to climb?
I mean, I might as well.
All right, can you roll an acrobatic or athletic check for me? This is fun.
Same roll.
I don't know what you got.
16.
All right. You managed to find some footholds that you can grab onto on the wall and scurry up as quickly as possible. There's not a lot for you to grab onto, but there's enough for you to like scurry pretty quickly, and you get up to the bear, and when you look at it, you're like, oh, it's like hollow. And the fur feels very matted. So to you, you think, oh, this must have been up here for a while. It is not fresh. And therefore, you could not salvage anything off of it.
Sad. I was hoping for meat.
Holla is now on top
Maybe
of the
the next
bear.
one.
Holla is now on top of the bear.
I'm king of the castle. What'd you guys find?
Are you like
got a
yelling
rock.
this as you're still on top of the bear, or are you off the bear?
I'm just calling out to them from across the room.
Okay.
It's like just perched on the bear. What'd you guys find? I found a
I
bear.
got a rock.
Oh, rocks are good.
There's nothing
Yeah.
special about these mounted animals. I'm going to check out this desk here and the throne. And I'm gonna go check them out.
Okay.
See what I can find, if anything.
So you walk up to the desk, the table in front of the throne. You see kind of like a worn out, torn crown that must have been from whoever was the royal being that was in this room. And a golden chalice that's a little dull anymore. It used to sparkle, and around the bottom part there was gems that were in there because you could see where the inlay of the jewels used to be, but they are long gone. And a just like a trinket on the other side that also was golden, and uh also had inlays of diamonds or jewels of some kind that are now gone. And they just lay there on the table.
Okay.
How high is the table?
How high? A normal sized table, like a normal
I'm
size,
5
like
foot tall. How high is it?
like what's like a normal sized dining table? Like, is that 3 feet?
I would say probably it's probably the same height as him.
Yeah. Okay. So it's about
I'm gonna climb up on the table then.
climb up on the table. Okay.
I'm climbing up top of it and I'm crouching down to look at what's there.
All right. Okay. Do you?
I guess I'll pick up the chalice or whatever it is that's next to me.
Yeah, that's a chalice.
Pick it up and like look at it closely.
Okay, so you pick it up. You like start looking at it and everything. You can see where the inlays of the jewels were. You see like a frilly kind of design that's kind of dull and almost starting to be worn down, where it's almost disappearing, but you can faintly see where it was. You kind of like take your and kind of rub it a little bit just to see, and it kind of, you could see where it was really, really gold and pretty and shiny and everything. So just like sparkles under the light where the little spot that you got the dirt off and everything. And that's pretty much it. You found a cup.
I'm gonna take it.
All right, you can have the cup.
And all sorts of good stuff.
I would like to put in my bag the crown.
Okay, you can have the crown.
Then I would like to check the throne for traps.
Okay, how would you like to check the throne for traps?
I'm gonna kind of crouch around it, look at like along the groovings, and kind of like I'm trying to see if there's any areas that show like it could be hiding a potential trap, whether it's in the seaming or like the detailing of the work of this furniture piece.
Okay.
I will help her.
I'm just going
in
to
her
investigate
investigation.
it.
Yes. You guys can.
I'll help in her investigation. Give
Okay.
advantage.
So that is a 19 total.
Okay.
Thank you. I got a 2 originally.
All right. So you
See? Nose.
you
Helps.
you walk up to the throne, the chair. All right, and you start looking around to see what is there. Like, are there any buttons or maybe like hidden buttons or anything of that matter? As you're doing so, you see like what you kind of like get a little bit more of a glimpse of what this person who might have been here maybe was. You know, they're royalty. You know, they were somebody that people looked up to as a leader, and you really understand that they truly had a respect for their gold pieces, their crown. You see like all this ornate etching in the sides of the where the arms are of the chair, and then you like go down to where the feet are, and you see like a little glimmer behind the chair.
There's something glinting behind the chair. I'm going to try to peer around the chair and take a look behind it. Not moving it yet, just in case that means it's trapped.
Okay. So as you slowly move around, you see on the floor a shiny lever.
I'm gonna like have a look as well, but I'm jumping on the armrest and kind of like holding onto the side to the side of the chair as what she's looking at.
Okay.
I have an intelligence of 5. I know what I'm doing.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
So did you jump on it? Is that what you did? You jumped onto
Yeah, I'm
the.
jumping on the armrest and I'm like holding onto the side
Okay.
of the.
Can you roll me
the chair to-
can you roll me an athletic check, please?
She just says she like here's the. I wouldn't.
Athletic or acrobatic?
Let's do acrobatic.
Okay, because I have a modifier for that, not for athletics.
Yeah,
That's a
she
3.
like,
I
she's
rolled
just
a
like,
1.
I wouldn't. Do
All
that.
right, so as you leap, you're like, yes, I'm gonna be able to do this. It's gonna be great. As you leap, you leap a little too far, and the throne chair starts tipping over, and it falls onto the lever.
Able to catch the chair.
And it falls onto the lever because you walked around, but you didn't know he was gonna do this.
Well, yeah, I just didn't know if like out of instincts I could like as the chair tips.
The throne is heavy. The throne is really, really heavy.
Don't underestimate.
Underestimate your strength? Oh, okay.
One strength.
The reflexes of a dad, the strength of a mom.
Okay. So as you guys, as you leap, the throne, you just push too hard, like you just jump way too hard, and all of a sudden the throne just starts tipping over, and it falls down onto the lever, and all of a sudden you start hearing these crazy noises. If it plays.
So, as like he falls, and we hear these noises. Can I like just grab him by like his cloak or something and like pull him back, and like and move both of us away from the chair?
Yeah, that's fine. It's not gonna stop the lever.
That's fine. Yeah, Fragglerok, you're just getting jumped away from everything.
And as you did, you guys heard like this creaking door noise and everything, and some eerie sounds of gears start turning and mechanics start whirling, and the walls suddenly reveal 3 golden skeletons, and they come out, and at first they just stand there, so they're not moving.
I did a thing. It worked.
I don't think that was a good thing.
It did something. It's good.
Nice. Bones.
Yes.
Yes, golden bones.
I want to
You
grab
think they make
my
good
shield
broth?
and my mace.
And then as you guys stand there and just watch, suddenly their eyes turn red, and now you're facing 3 angry skeletons. Let's roll for initiative! Boop, boop.
So, who's keeping track of initiative? Is the
So
DM
I
keeping
have
track, or-
I am running a encounter.
About encounter.
So,
Yes.
I do want to say if you guys roll on your character sheet,
It will
like,
pop in for me,
Beyond, it'll automatically like put it in for her.
so I don't have to.
Okay,
But you
let's
can- you can
let's
put
make
it
it
in me.
easy. Let's make it easy on Kitty.
Aw.
The only time,
Oh,
the
that's
only
worse.
time I'm gonna roll digitally is for
No,
this.
that's fine. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I got a 10. This is a 5. That's worse.
I'm a 13.
All right, so the skeletons are still chilling in there. All right, so yeah, so
Oh, that's cool.
So the skeletons rolled a 21, a 9, and a 4.
Well, at least there's one after me.
All right, so the first skeleton, kind of like I said, it kind of like moves its arms a little bit. It's got a sword and it's got a shield with it and everything. And so it comes and it starts moving forward, and it stops. Let's say it stops right
What's
about.
the distances, by the way? Because there's no grid on.
So you can, if you use the ruler, we can actually measure distance.
Ooh. Fancy.
Yeah, because there's no grid or anything, so this is confusing.
Sorry.
Warhammer rules.
As long as we're moving the amount that we need to move, it should be okay.
I actually have my Warhammer rulers somewhere.
Yeah, that'll totally help putting it against the screen to measure.
Yeah. Actually, it might, because it's like 1 inch per increment.
Yeah, so I would just say take from like the middle of your character and just move out, and as long as you're reaching the allotted space, we should be okay. So this character, the skeleton, will just like stand right there.
Okay.
Next is Holla. Holla's still on top of the bear.
Yeah. How bright is this room? Like, is this like daylight levels of light in this room? Or is it like
normal average room light that you would have if you had like a light above and it was shining out. Not like super bright where it's but enough where everybody can see everything. So kind of like how my room is lit up, like you can see everything.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's not like
No.
Bright light, but it's light. Well, I guess it would be considered black. Morgan's
So, I
office is
mean-
more dim light.
because kobolds disadvantage in sunlight.
Good
Well,
to
it's
know.
not
That's why I was
sunlight.
asking, because like it's whether that determines whether do I roll a straight roll or a disadvantage
Gotcha.
for like everything. That one moved. Get it. I'm gonna fire an arrow at it.
Okay. So you're firing an arrow at the...
Yeah, at the one up top.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a 14 to hit.
It hits.
Yeah, middle of the road rolls. Hey, D8. I haven't used real dice in such a long time. Oh, that's a max damage roll. That's 10 points.
10 damage.
10 damage.
Okay. So you you stand up on the bear. You kind of like teeter a little bit, but you're like, no, I got this. And then you pull back your arrow, and you giggle a little bit as you're doing it. You're like, he's going down. And you shoot it, goes straight through, and it hits the skeleton right in the chest and knocks it back a little bit, like, kind of goes like, oh no, kind of situation. And it's really feeling it. It's like, oh. And so it's kind of like more creaky and maybe like a piece of like the rib cage like fell off a little bit and onto the ground. But it's still like holding on as it's like barely holding on.
By the way, I don't remember, does the type of damage matter for skeletons? 'Cause I don't remember if they have like stuff with bludgeoning and piercing damage.
Damage
Like, I know that was a
vulnerabilities
thing in-
is bludgeoning.
Okay.
Damage immunities is poison.
Okay, I didn't remember if they had like resistance to piercing.
I don't
was,
see
like,
that on
3
here.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like 3rd edition in 3.5 where they had
Mm.
like resistance against piercing and weakness to bludgeoning. But I'm good.
Okay. Next
Bone
is
broth for dinner tonight.
Latara.
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my crossbow, and I'm going to fire at. I'm gonna fire at the one next to the one that's further out, but the one that's still like in the wall.
Okay. The one next to the boar, but above it. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely put your markers and mark it and everything.
That is a 23 to hit.
Yes, that would.
That is 9 points of piercing damage. And that's. I'm going to step back and I'm gonna step behind Fragglerok.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's gonna help. I'm like half your fucking size.
Fine.
So
I'm
you're
just
just
gonna
going
move there.
9 points of damage.
Yes, 9 points of damage.
Okay. So you pull out your crossbow and you're like, you kind of like, you get a little cocky out with yourself. You're like, I got this. You like throw it up in the air a little bit, kind of like watch it twirl, comes back down, and you go, bam! And you kind of shoot it real fast. And it goes straight through and it hits the skeleton right in the face. And the skeleton kind of like gets pushed back against the wall. And then kind of like comes forward. Part of its skull starts to like crumble a little bit and fall off. But it's still like is able to like hold itself pretty standard, and it like stands back up a little bit because it kind of like leaned over a little bit as part of it fell off, and it stands back up and it's like, and its eyes start to glow even brighter. But it doesn't talk. It just like grunts. All right. Skeleton's
That's
turn.
my turn.
All right. The skeleton is going to. Can I not grab you? Why can I not touch you, skeleton? Oh, there we go. So the skeleton is going to slowly stagger its way out. Let's see, how far can I move it out? What is its distance? I think it's 60, or is it less than 60? I think it's 60.
60.
No, I don't
That's
think.
fast.
I don't know if it's no, well, no, that's not right. Where's its movement? Oh, 30. 30, I see it. Okay. I can read, guys. I swear.
Math.
I know, math, it's hard. So it's going to move right in front of the tiger. And it's going to stand there and it's going to like hunker down in a defense kind of situation.
Okay.
Fragglerok.
So just to clarify, is it in melee with me or not in melee?
Is it what?
Is it within 5 feet of me for melee distance, or just to make
It
sure?
is 8 feet from you.
Okay, cool. And then like look at it. And I'm gonna put away my mace,
Okay.
and I'm gonna reach out towards it, and I'm gonna cast a grasping light, which is a cantrip, so I can do that as much as I want.
Okay.
That's a 16 to hit.
Yes. It does hit.
So that's gonna be 3d6 of radiant damage. Uh, 15 damage.
Okay.
Just like
And-
his eyes just like roll back and just full of flames and just the fire god commands your death.
Okay. And as you do that, how would you like to murder this lovely skeleton?
Literally, like, as I reach out, there's like a hand that extends from mine and just grabs him at the forehead, kind of like, you know, the classic Saruman thing of the head on the forehead, but it just like crunches down and just burns it to ash from the forehead down to the toes.
Nice.
Yeah.
And with that, it is dead. What would you like to do a movement?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay, we'll go on to the next skeleton. All right, this skeleton is down here. It's going to move. Well, it kind of saw what happened to his brother. It's kind of like a little, like you could kind of hear the clacking of the bones a little bit, like, oh shit, kind of moment. But it knows it needs the help and it needs to fight because it needs to protect this room. So the skeleton is going to move. It's gonna move. Let's see. Where do I want to move him? It's gonna move like to the other side of the table right here, and it's gonna be in a defense mode for itself. All right, we're back up to the first skeleton. All right, the first skeleton saw what happened to his brother. And he's still breathing kind of like heavy because he knows that he's not doing so hot.
But he got no lungs.
What?
How's he breathing? He's got no lungs.
Well, you know, like how skeletons kind of like do the fake breathing kind of thing. Except he's missing like part of a rib. He's missing part of a rib. And he's going to what is he gonna do? It's kind of hard playing the evil people. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of difficult.
You'll want to kill us eventually.
I know.
Once we break enough things.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
Well, I think this is like the harder part for me. I like doing all the other stuff. So he's gonna move behind the throne and just kind of be in a defense situation for right now, as he kind of tries to figure out what the hell he wants to do. The Holla!
Some big footsteps coming up.
Yeah. It's actually louder than myself in my own headset.
I can fix that.
Dum 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 dum.
The weird noises got weird. The weird noises got weird, guys.
Very weird noises.
All right, there you go.
Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Well, that guy down there. It's about the only thing I can really see, but I also, I'm hoping I don't hit any of the guys behind him. And I fire again at the skeleton that's close again, closer to me.
Okay.
You.
Did you
That's a
fail?
6.
We rolled a 6.
I rolled a 2 on the die, plus 4 for a 6.
Okay, that's a mess.
That didn't work. Okay.
All right, so you felt like you're still standing on the bear,
Yeah.
and you're
For
like, I got this. I'm a master at this, and so you kind of like decide I'm gonna be fancy and everything. So you kind of do like a flip for funsies. And you kind of like, as you're doing it, you land and you think you have steadiness and you start to pull back, but your one leg starts to slip and you let go and the arrow just goes right past the skeleton and it lands right on the table. So close to Latara, but you didn't hit her.
Sorry.
Watch it!
Fragglerok is just like Elmo. Just
How high up would you say the bear is off of the ground? Like 8 feet, 6 feet?
I would say probably anywhere between 8 to 10.
That's a big jump.
You scaled.
Yeah, I am scaled.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna try and scamper back down because I don't know. No. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull out a dagger and have that at the ready. Stay at top of the bear.
So you're staying on the bear.
Staying on the bear.
Okay.
Pulling out a dagger.
Staying on the bear.
Stand on the
staying
bear.
on the bear.
Stand on the bear.
Oh, you can tell by the way I use my bow. I'm a shit-ass shot. No time to aim.
Stand on the bear.
All right. With that, we move on to Latara.
Let me see here.
Well, there's one right
I'm
next
going
to us.
Bitch, I know. There we go. I was just trying
Did
to
you know
find
there's
that.
one right next to us?
All right, I'm gonna shoot at it again.
Which one?
The one that's behind the chair now.
Okay. How are you going to do that? Because it's kind of covered.
Well, the chair's on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm standing taller than it, and I'm pretty sure it's standing taller. So I'll just take the disadvantage to hit it.
Okay.
But and that's how you want to do it. But I'm just gonna shoot it.
Okay.
That is a 15 to hit,
Yep. Hits.
and that'll be 6 points of damage.
All right. How would you like to kill it?
Just gonna raise my crossbow basically up at its face. It's like, not today, and I'm gonna just shoot it right through its eye socket.
Not today.
Yeah, just not today.
All right. As you take aim and you say it, the last words the skeleton will ever, I guess, read because it has no ears. You pull the
He's
trigger.
gonna feel it in his bones.
You pull the trigger, and immediately you see the arrow just start splitting the skull as it just passes through, and it just crumbles to the ground. And he's dead. All right, next up is Fragglerok. unless you have something else. Sorry, Latara.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump up on the table and look at the last skeleton and just grasping like
You beat your mic. So we just saw you stick your tongue out.
There was no noise. It's just Rob's tongue as he disappears.
that's a 7.
Insert Yoshi sound effect.
That's a 7 to hit.
It's a what?
7 to hit.
Oh, nope. Doesn't hit.
Yeah. It's like
So-
the hand kind of extends and like right next to it.
So, are you, like right here?
No. I'm
Where
not
are
gonna
you?
jump in melee with it.
Okay, where are you?
I'm just
Like
yeah,
right
I'm
here?
just jumping on the table like on this corner there, yeah.
Okay. Just so I'm aware of where you are.
Mm-hmm.
So your arm extends and it just like goes right by the skeleton, and the skeleton just kind of like watches it and then turns back and looks at you, and then its eyes just glow redder and redder and redder, and you're just like and you internally you're just like, shit, that's how that's supposed to work.
You'll spare this time.
Oh, button words.
And I'm gonna scamper to the opposite side of the table
Okay.
with my move.
Nice.
I'm done.
Oh, these things have short bows? I didn't know that. I guess I really should read these things.
I can be a vampire. I just disappear behind my cloak.
Okay, so this lovely last skeleton that's up next is going to kind of grunt and get like super like pissed off because you've killed now 2 of its friends. And it's gonna turn and it's gonna look at Holla. And it's gonna just scream at you, and then it's gonna pull out a bow and it's gonna aim at you. And we are going to roll this. And it rolled a 15.
Hits.
Okay. And then and it rolled a 4 damage. So it's gonna like yell at you, and then it's gonna pull out the bow, and it's gonna get like super pissed off because of what's going on. And it's just gonna fire with all its might at you. And as it comes flying up, it hits you right in the shoulder. And you kind of like stamper back a little bit, and you kind of like fall, like just to like sit on the bear because you don't want to fall off the bear. And
Yeah, not a good idea.
no, and you're
Oh,
kind of
geez.
like you kind of look at it. You're just like you're like all upset, but then at the same time you're like, oh, see.
Yeah, pointy stuff. Hey, I got one of those too. Oh, ah,
Now you got 2.
yeah. Now I can return fire with this. Yes.
And then the skeleton's gonna just like put its bow back and then re-pick up its shield so it has it. All right, Holla.
Howling at your boy.
Holla's gonna
Wait, then, to
volley
send
it back.
Holla.
That same arrow, which is probably a lot bigger than Holla's arrows are normally.
So you're gonna pick
Like
up
this
this
arrow?
massive arrow and you're gonna fire it back. Some disadvantage there. You're gonna roll that, especially if it's massively bigger than you.
I mean,
This time
Holla's
you're
2
actually
feet tall.
gonna shoot Latara.
The arrow's probably as tall as he is.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna fire back an arrow as tall as you, there should be some disadvantage.
I'm sad for the disadvantage because that was a 20 and then a 15 plus my modifier, so a 19 to hit.
It hits.
Yeah. Sad for the miss of the crit, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's 4 points.
4 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, skeleton, you pick up this massive arrow, and you're like trying to like hold it, and you're like, well, I guess we're gonna use this. And like your bow is like, you know, like big enough, like it's like pretty smaller though compared to normal sized bows. So it kind of looks like you have like this almost like it's a gimmick. You're like, look, I can fire big arrows. Woohoo! And you like, now are you gonna stand back up or do you want to be sitting? Because you were sitting.
I think yeah, so from that position, as far as like the situation, I kind of feel like Holla would just be like kind of like taunting him a little bit and just kind of like lay down flat against the bear and just kind of go blah blah blah.
All right, so you taunt
Can't hit me now.
but then you sit back up and you're like, all right, I got this. And then you kind of like use the bear as a way to like steady the bow so you can fire the arrow because it's so massive. And you aim it and it goes right through, and the skeleton tries to like dodge and get it with its shield, but it misses and it hits it in its arm also. And so the skeleton's like kind of like in its head going, oh fuck, same spot.
Turnabout is fair play.
And then looks at you and just like growls. What would you like to do? Would you like to move?
No, he's just gonna lay flat against the bear, and just kind of like try to like use the head of the bear as like cover. It's probably not gonna be enough for like actual cover, but like
Okay,
he's just kind of like pressing himself against the bear, hoping that he doesn't get shot again.
gotcha. Okay. Latara, you are up next.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna like turn around real quick and load another crossbow bolt in and shoot that skeleton.
All right.
And that is a no, sorry, 15 to hit.
15 to hit. It hits.
And that's another 6 points of damage.
Okay. So the skeleton hears the clicking of your crossbow, and then hears the firing of your bow, but doesn't turn around in time. And as it's like slowly trying to turn around to catch it to block, it gets hit again in the arm, like but closer towards its rib cage. And it kind of like stumbles back a little bit, and it's like leaning on the side, like, fuck, this kind of sucks kind of situation. But it's still like holding onto its shield, like, not letting go of this fucking thing, guys. I'm not doing it.
Initiative, Fragglerok.
All right, you're up next. I'm guessing you're not moving. You're just gonna stand there.
Nah, just
Okay.
gonna stay.
I'm gonna rush up to the edge of the table where it's at and pull out my mace. Try and bash it with the mace.
Okay.
Come on. 15?
Hits.
Yes. That's 1 damage, but I'm gonna use Fury of the Small that I can use once per short rest and make 2 damage.
Oh, I'm dead. 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 I live.
Big bonk.
But it's 2 bludgeoning damage. So I think you said something about bludgeoning.
Damage vulnerabilities is bludgeoning. Yes.
So instead of 2, it's 4 damage.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay. All right. How would you like to
How
kill it?
fucking was he? I was gonna say, how fucking was he on his head? And he fucking hits. I'm literally just like seeing this guy like hold up the shield. He's like, oh no. And I just pull out the mace, run up, and just jump. For like, as I slam down, I slam down with my shield on his shield to bring it down, and then the mace just comes down and just shatters the skull.
Nice. And with that, it is dead. Initiative is complete.
Yes. I'm gonna pick up some pieces of bones off of the ones that are not turned to ash. Just a few, like, you know,
Okay. So you want to take
pieces of bones.
Are there weapons left behind?
yeah, their shields are there. Their bows are there. And their short swords are also there as well.
I would like to pick up the best looking short sword.
Okay. You said Fragglerok, you are taking fragments of bone.
I'm just grabbing some bone shards.
Okay. I'm just writing down so I know what you guys have.
Mm-hmm.
You said you wanted a short sword?
as well.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you find, you start, like, walking up to them and kind of looking around. Fragglerok, you jump off the table and you kind of, like, yell and laugh and, like, kind of make them feel small because they're dead. And then as you, like, look around, you, like, pick up some of the bone fragments. But what's fascinating is, can you roll for me a, investigate?
Sure. That's a 3.
You rolled a
That's
3.
a 3.
Okay.
I rolled
All
a
right.
6, so it's a 3.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So as you're roaming through and everything, you start looking, and then you find just some minuscule ones, and then you just kind of put them away, and you kind of like scamper off.
I put them with the rest of the things I found.
Yeah, in your stomach. That's your
Yep.
bag. Latara, as you're walking around and everything, you grab like the 3 short swords, and you kind of like lay them out on the table. Can you also roll an investigate for me?
That is 21.
What is it, 21?
Yes.
Okay. So you have these 3 short swords laid out, but there's one particular one that just stands out to you, that calls to you. And you pick it up, you kind of like start looking at it, and the one thing you notice is there's a specific engraving on it that has a simple name that you need to, but you're not really sure who it belongs to.
Do I recognize the language?
What are your languages? I don't remember what you.
Common, Elvish, and Kori, which is the Kalishtar language.
Okay. It's actually written in Elvish, so you do recognize it, but you don't recognize the name.
Okay, but I can read the name?
Yes, you can read the name. Yes.
What is the name?
I haven't gotten that. It isn't.
They do this to me all the time.
I'm sorry, I'm literally making this up as I go. I don't know what the name is off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Welcome to being a DM. You have to name everything.
Yeah.
What is the name of the piece of quartz I picked up from the pillar?
Oh,
What is it?
It's quartz.
It's rock.
It's rock.
Its name is Rock. How okay. Rock.
Morgan, I'll get you a name, I promise, okay?
Oh, I know it's rock without the C because you can't see it coming when it hits you.
I will get you a name, I promise.
That's just how rock is spelled.
Oh,
But you can read it, but you can't, like, here's the thing though. You see it and you're like, oh, I know, like, I could read this name, but you don't. You see it like on the handle of the sword,
Okay.
and you're looking at it and you're like, you know it's of ancient history, but you don't know who it is. But you're very versed in, like,
I don't know. Can I make a history check on it?
you can make a history check on it. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. What is my hit 3?
I don't know what's your history.
This guy loves giving me 16s. It is also a 21.
All right. So you see the name, but you don't know who the name is, but you have heard before many stories of a specific elvish warrior. And that elvish warrior has, like, you've heard like all the stories about how this person has been in all these different battles and paved the way for many of the elvish the elvish lands, and was basically a hero. But the name doesn't look familiar to you at this time. Maybe down the road there may be something, but at this time you're like, huh, this name
What's the
doesn't ring
name?
a bell. You You don't know elvish names, I'm sorry.
Just mash your keyboard, put an apostrophe somewhere in there, and you got the elvish name.
Here. You want a fucking name? Do you want a fucking name?
randomnamegenerators.com.
That's what I just went to. You'll get a fucking name.
Number 1 DM resource. name generators.
I always have my fantasy name generator open anytime I'm playing.
Wasn't
anytime I'm
thinking of
DMing.
it. That was my bad. Look, told you
You're
there will
good.
be hiccups. Everybody calm down.
The players will learn you that. Don't worry.
All right, the name is Volre Valkarn Karen.
I thought there was no Karen in this world.
Valkarne?
Carne, yeah. So it's spelled VULRE VALCARYN.
Sorry, VALCARYN?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it auto-corrected it to vulture. Grammarly, stop it.
Mine did too, just so you know when I put it in. I was like, no, I don't need vulture.
While she's looking at the sword, I'm gonna go over to Holla.
Okay.
Check
And what are you gonna do to Holla?
I'm gonna touch him.
Because I don't really want to burn spells right away because, so I want to do a medicine check to try and.
Try and what your mic keeps cutting out, buddy.
Yeah.
God
it's doing
fucking
the thing.
damn it! I want to try and do a medicine check, see if I can.
Okay.
Heal his wounds.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's just like, blood and flesh and whole pain.
Yeah, so as you're up there, like, just so you know, Holla, you're like laying down, but like blood is slowly like oozing or like over the bear's like face, and like little droplets are falling to the ground. And you're just like, as you're laying there, it's just making a small little puddle. Like you just see, and so as Fragglerok starts to walk over, he just sees this like small little puddle just forming, and he's like, "Oh, I should probably go help him."
As I approach him, while I wait for him to climb down from the head, I'll just be like, kind of like the class, take your out to get some snowflakes under the blood.
Wait, I'm sorry. You're gonna what now?
Standing outside,
Standing
mouth
under the
open
bare
wide.
head with my tongue out, kind of like catching snowflakes, but I'm catching the blood.
Okay. So as you're sitting there and like looking up and just like you just get
I'm just waiting for Holla to
every
come
once
down.
in a while you just get like a little drop and it like hits your tongue and like you can like taste like some iron and some like like whatever like the minerals that are in the lizard's blood, and you're just like
salty snack.
this is tasty. And so you kind of like look up at Holla, and Holla's just kind of like sitting there just like as it's just still oozing.
Well, I'm doing that as I'm waiting for him to come down so I can heal him because I can't.
No, that's fine. But I'm just saying, like, you're like, it's almost like you're kind of torn between, like, do I want him to come down or do I want to keep just having a tasty snack right now?
It's like, do I want to heal him or do I want to eat him?
Right. So you're just kind of like in this torn, like, because you tasted now his blood and you're like, ooh, this is good.
Blood.
I don't know how
Goes
easy it's
along
going to
with
be
the
for me to
rest
climb
of
down with one arm.
So Holla,
down,
how
I
would
got
you
you.
like to come down?
Catch me, Fraggle! What?
All right, so let's see. I feel like that would be a probably a dexterity, maybe, or I feel like you should do. I feel like Holly needs to do an acrobatic throw or check, and I feel like Fragglerok, you need to do like what? Probably like a dexterity check.
A strength
Or a
check.
strength check to make sure that
Okay.
you can catch him.
So it's straight roll because I have no modifier.
Wait, because you're 2 feet and you're 3 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so let's do that. and Latara, what are you doing the whole time? Are you still like
Turning around and like putting in like my belt and everything, the sword.
uh-huh.
And I'm just gonna watch this happen. What I want to see the outcome of what this is, and as soon as either they catch him or it fails miserably, as soon as I see what the outcome is, I'm gonna go over and check these alcoves that the skeletons came from, and I want to investigate them for anything.
Okay. Okay, did you guys make your rolls?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what's your
15.
roll? 15, okay.
11.
11? Okay. All right. So Holly, you kind of like
Alive!
muster up all this energy to finally like stand up. Your arms kind of like still like kind of like it's kind of like dangling a little bit because it's sore because you know you kind of got hit and stuff. And yeah. And so like you're like,
oh no, what's that?
so Fraggle, are you like right here? Is that where you are on the map?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're
I
good.
came down to catch him though.
Okay. So he like stands up and he's like, all right, buddy, catch me. And he like makes like a full leap. His arms go like this, but his like other arms are like, yeah, let's do this. And you're just like, I'm here for this. And as he comes like piling down, he like, you just like collapse and you smack your head off the back of the crowd. And you take like 1 damage from it.
Thanks for catching me, buddy. Good catch.
And you're just kind of like, and then Holly, you're just kind of like sitting on him, like, you the best.
Just
You're the
straddling
best,
him.
shorty.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and do like a medicine check to try and heal his arm.
Okay.
Ill.
Yeah, bleeding's not good.
I'm gonna just go over here now.
That's a nat 20 for 24.
It's a nat 20 for 24.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you heal? Like, is it your hands? Is it your... Oh, good. Okay. All right. So you kind of, you get up, you know, you kind of like rub the back of your head a little bit from the smack. You're like, oh, that kind of hurt. Like,
I
asshole.
spit in my hand and I just apply it to the wound.
Yeah. And as you do that, like, Paul is standing there. He kind of looks down like, oh shit. Like, what the fuck is this going to do? Is this going to eat me? And like, Holly, you feel like this weird, like, tingling, but it's like, it feels like it might be like eating your skin, and you're like, you kind of freak out a little bit because you don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden, like, the tingling just like starts to like get smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it stops.
Oh.
And then you kind of look down, and you're like, oh, everything is back to normal. And you kind of can like move your arm around and like see how it feels and check it out. And
Yeah, that works.
But you need a bit more vitamin C.
or is it
What's
vitamin
vitamin
F?
Vitamin D is what he needs.
No, because kobolds are sensitive to sunlight.
It's
So
actually
he
vitamin
doesn't
R.
get much sun. So he needs to get some vitamin.
He needs some vitamin R.
It's actually kind of funny because I actually need to start taking more vitamin D. Because I avoid the
These
sun.
nuts.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, Latara, where are you going?
I'm gonna go check those 2 alcoves
Okay.
that are on that above the board, like where I'm standing. So I'm gonna go check those 2 cubby areas that these skeletons came from.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a investigative. All the investigating.
Is a 16.
Okay. So you walk into the first one, and you see along the sides like these dark scratches into the wall, like almost as if like they were imprisoned there, and it's just like claw marks along the sides, and you can like almost in a way feel their pain and suffering that they went through. Um, but you don't find anything that could give you any indication of who uh Voller is or Volray is.
Sure. Well, then I'm gonna check the other one, like the other one that isn't a part of this too.
So you come out and the other one's up here. So you walk into that one. In that one you find the same thing. You find like scratch marks and stuff, but then you also see like in the corner it's like little hash marks, almost indicating either it was kill count or days they had been in there.
What is the number?
The number is 7.
Okay.
Or days or years, it could be.
Sure. And then I'm going to check the third one, the last one that they came
7
from.
days.
Okay. The other one was
We killed
down
some
here.
hours skeleton.
So you walk into the last one, and in that one, you see also the same scratch marks of them being in there. But you kind of like rub your hand around like the grooves and stuff, and you kind of find a little piece of paper. Like just enough where it's like it's kind of like rolled up, where it was like just jammed in there and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna delicately pull that out. And is it like something I can unfold or unwrap to like open and read?
Yeah, you can like unroll it and it'll be like,
Yeah,
it's not very
I'm
long.
gonna-
It's almost like think of it like a ticker tape.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of check it out.
Okay. So you open it up and it says, I'm so sorry I disappointed you. I loved you. And I hope that one day we will be reunited.
Is
I love
it
how we're
signed?
having.
I'm sorry. What?
Is this letter signed by chance?
So you can see where there might have been a signature, but because it's been in there for so long, it's kind of been like
Sure.
faded away, where you can't really make too much of it. But you do see like maybe you can make out a V on it, but you're not sure if that's a V. It could be a W, it could be a Y. You're just not sure, but you think it could be. So like in the back of your head, you're like, oh, I think this could be this person, but I don't know.
There was a name, but Kitty closed the tab with the name generator.
I did not.
Name anymore.
I did not.
I love how Morgan has like the dramatic shit going on, like sadness,
You guys are just like fucking around.
chaos gremlins. Yeah.
To tuck that into the back of my journal, like the letter, kind of unhook it from on my thigh, its little holster, and tuck it in there, and then put the journal away.
Okay.
I'm gonna go join the guys and be like, there's a name of Voltre Valkyrin that is something to keep in mind. If you see something similar to that name, it is elvish, just let me know. I can read
I'm gonna
it.
roll a history check to see if I know.
Okay.
15.
15.
I'm proficient, so it's only a -1.
Oh. What is what is your languages?
Celestial, Common, and Goblin.
Okay. So in your journeys, you have heard of Volray, but not as Volray. You know him as just this bad man. This guy that just like terrorized your folk, your people. But you don't know that he is, on the flip side, somebody that was known as a hero to the Elvish. So you don't know the name, but you've heard of the story about a warrior that sorry, that just played in my ear and fucking scared the shit out of me.
Wasn't me.
I thought you turned off your alerts.
I didn't turn off the sound alerts that you can find bits for. Shut up. Go me.
Thank you for the bits for Kitty.
Thank you for the bits. So anyway, so when she says Volray, but you didn't say, but like you kind of like have like an internal like hatred for the name, but you don't know why that name is familiar to you. You just know of this bad Elvish warrior that would like terrorize your people. And it like brings out this huge hatred inside you.
I don't know the name, but we called him the Batman. Oh, Batman. One other two.
The Batman.
Interesting,
We call him the Batman.
Or the Batman. It's one other two.
Why is that? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't know. He was just bad. He would kill goblins, kill a bunch of people.
The tales I know of him, he's known to be a hero. That's interesting. That.
Yeah, well, when I see an orphanage, they all run away screaming. I see goblins, they all.
I'm sorry about that, friend.
It has nothing to do with the fire, by the way. Orphanage, screaming, running. Nothing to do with that. That wasn't me.
Actually, while I have your attention, do you perchance have any pebbles on you?
She said attention, and he's just looking at her, and like as soon as she starts fighting, he just like starts looking around. Pebble,
You like shiny rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got rocks.
No, but I would like some rocks.
No, I don't have rocks.
All right. Can I look around? Is there like rubble and like little pebbles around?
There are 2 broken pillars on the corners. So
Cool.
I'm gonna do kind of like the lizard thing of like my tongue just extends to like wipe one of my eyes instead of blinking.
So as you guys are kind of having this discussion and you're like pissed off and angry about this whole Elvish warrior that you don't know who he is, but you know that he's terrorized your people, the dungeon starts sensing everything about you and then kind of like makes like a giant flash, like the lights go black for a second and come back as if it absorbed your information. But all you know is that something happened and the dungeon is now learning.
The fire god is with us.
Huh. I'm gonna go look around these broken pillars, see if there's any pebbles I can pick up.
Okay.
There is a reason. I'm sorry, guys.
Where are you going? Which side? You can move your character around.
Yeah, no, I'll just go to this one.
Okay, so you kind of like sift through, and you find like a good size rock, but you don't find any like small like pebble like shaped ones. You just find like a good sized like giant one.
Can I use my smithy tools to break this into three smaller rocks?
Can I be over here just like tinkering for like 20 minutes? How long does it take you to make 3 good sized rocks?
I don't need good size. I just need tiny.
Okay,
little
how
rocks.
long does it take you to make tiny sized rocks?
I can roll a dexterity check to find out.
Okay, let's do that. I just want to see how long it's going to take you to do this.
A 17.
Okay, so it's probably going to take you, I would say it'd take you probably like maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes.
If it's gonna take that long, I won't do it.
Yeah,
Kind of like if I go in for a little bit, and it's like, this rock isn't really wanting to bend its will to my fucking hammer. I'm just gonna stop him. We can move on.
so you kind of like pull out your chiseling stuff anyway, just because you're like, this is like a good sized rock. Let's see what we can do with this. And so you start to like hit it a couple times. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna take like a little piece off the edge. And you kind of like hit it a couple times. And what happens is, instead of breaking off a small piece, you break off like another medium sized piece of that medium rock. So like you basically just like take like a third of it. And you're like, fuck it.
Either way, I'll still pocket it, but like I'll put it in my bag.
Yeah, but you just kind of like, fuck it, I'm not sitting here doing this kind of situation. And you just kind of like pick it up and throw it in your bag. You're like, everything in the bag.
Question for my small folk. How much do you weigh?
Which do you...
Who the fuck are you calling small? You're the one who's tall.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
the big one. We're
I-
normal. You're big.
that is very fair in this this current circumstance. Yes, but how much do you weigh?
Depends on if I've eaten.
Well, you were asking about food, so I'm taking it that you haven't ate. So, how much do you weigh?
30 pounds.
Okay.
I'm not very big.
All right. And Fragglerok?
50 pounds.
That checks out. You use your stomach as a storage bin.
What is that
Okay.
supposed to mean?
That's... You have rocks and stones and other things in your stomach.
How do you know about the rocks?
So you lied to me. You do have rocks.
No, I don't have rocks.
Uh-huh.
Were they tasty?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I would appreciate it if you can keep an eye out for small rocks for me. I need them for a spell.
But I need my eyes in my head.
Great. Look from your head.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh boy. Shall we move on?
Where?
Where to?
So before you get
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no door in it.
well, I didn't know what you guys were doing. I'm waiting for my cues. All right, so as you guys get ready to head out to the next room, you hear a voice echo out. Congratulations, adventurers! You have completed your first room. From here on out, the rooms will continue to increase in difficulty. Good luck! And it just echoes, good luck, good luck, good luck, Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Is this Serena's voice?
It is familiar, yes. Yes.
I just got my weapons out.
And then from there, the wall pulls back, and you see a way out.
The door. I'm gonna rush to the door.
Rush to the
Check
door.
for traps.
Oh yeah. When I get to the door, I'm gonna sniff around. I'll make an investigation check.
Okay, good.
5.
You get up there and you don't really sense anything. Your nose kind of just smells blood.
Sorry, I'll step back.
Like,
Holla,
his eye
Holla
kind of
still
twitches
smells a
and he
little bit
just,
of
like,
blood.
Starts going.
Well, because you had Holla's blood, you kind of like your senses are very much in tune to that, and you're like, he just smells like food, like because he's near you, and you're just like, he just smells so good.
By the way, did I actually heal Holla? Or
You
I just
did,
close the
but
wound?
because you like I said, you tasted him, like you tasted his blood.
Mhm.
You're like, oh, he's so tasty. Do I want to eat him or do I not? And you just kind of like,
Right, but I mean, like, did I heal his HP?
yeah,
Or did
yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah. Oh
close the
yeah, he
wound?
was healed. His whole thing healed up.
Okay.
Mm.
Ooh.
That was my way of telling you you healed.
Okay.
Goblin spit. Multi-purpose. Yeah, I smell blood.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I just stopped going.
Noise. All right. Are you guys ready to go to the next room?
Yeah.
All right.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. This will probably be the last room that you guys get to for this campaign so far. This is gonna be fun. All
That
right,
was
so you.
unsettling.
This is gonna be my fun room. So you guys cautiously step into this next room. The whole room is dark, and the only thing that's lit up are these 3 individual stone like platforms or tiles, and it feels like eerie. It's just pitch black and eerie, and you hear.
But we have dark vision.
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah, we all do.
No.
We're not human.
Weren't expecting that, were you, DM?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
All right, fine. You guys can see that there are a giant room in front of you. Okay. But you can't tell, like, what's going on. You just think it's a vast, open, giant room. And you see, like, pillars and just what looks like old jungle decorations on the pillars. And at the end is the exit to the next room. And before you guys move, can you guys look, can you guys like give me an investigative check really fast?
Investigation or perception?
Investigation. You'll see why.
7.
8.
15.
All right.
It's safe.
Fragglerok and Holla don't notice anything, and they're like about to start stepping forward and like rushing through to the room. But before they do, Latara, you look down and you see on the ground inscribed, it says, "Watch your step, because the next one could be your last."
I grab them by their collars or cloaks or whatever, and I was like, watch your step. There's traps in this room. The next one could be your last. Many traps. Use your nose and your eyes.
The next one could be our last, but it could also not be our last.
Accurate, yes. That is a correct breakdown of my sentence.
So we got a
I'm
50-50
gonna-
chance.
I'm gonna crouch down to the ground and kind of like look where I was gonna.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna look where I was going to walk.
Okay.
She said, "Watch your steps." So I'm looking closely at the ground.
Okay. You just cut out. That's why I asked. You're gonna what?
I don't think that would work very well.
Also, if you guys don't want to be like 1, 2, 3, we can move you guys around too. Like if somebody wants to be in the middle more or whatever. I just put you guys in there so that you guys had.
I'm gonna say I'm in.
Well,
was,
what do
like,
we
in
see,
the
Kitty?
middle of.
Because we have dark vision. Right?
Well, you just see that it's a giant room. You know that you see that there's pillars on the side with these jungle-like sculptures on the side, but you don't think anything of them. You just think that they are just sculptures.
Fancy rocks.
Yeah,
Okay.
like fancy rocks. To you guys, are fancy rocks, okay? To Latara, they are more like, like ancient history type, designs and everything to represent whoever owns this room. And all you see is like these gray tiles. And at the very end, you see that's where the door is.
Can I kind of following Fragglerok's lead, can I kind of crouch down and try to see if there's any like different heights and like any steps that look like they're pressurized? Any sort of indication that some tiles, and like see if there's a pattern to the floor of areas that are like either dip or have like are slightly raised compared to other tiles.
Sure, you can run your hand. Give me a all I'm running are investigative checks at this point. There's not much else to do because it's not a history check.
No, you're okay. That's going to be 21.
All right, so as you kind of like run your hand over, how far out are you reaching? What's your reach?
I wasn't touching.
Okay, what are you doing?
I was trying to I was getting low and trying to perceive with my eyes any
Okay.
raise up and down of different stuff because I don't want to
Gotcha.
touch something and trigger it.
Gotcha. So you kind of lean, get down and everything, but unfortunately, you just can't tell the difference in any of the tiles as much as you rolled a great roll. So to you, everything looks just flat.
I'm going to grab one of my torches, and just drop it on the tile before me.
So
I
I'm
step
gonna cube
away.
this motherfucker.
I take a step away from him when he does that.
okay, so the one in front of you.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. I don't remember what I have in these. Oh no, not that big. Okay. How far out is it going? What's your throw rate? What's your throw
Just
distance?
the tile in front of me.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
but do you
just
want it to be
dropping it
are
there.
you looking in the center? Are you thinking on the edge?
Yeah, sure.
No,
In the
were you
center of it.
in the center? Okay.
Yeah.
Like trap.
Just gentle toss.
All right, so
But mine would be more in the middle because I'm Fragglerok.
oh,
That's your boy.
that's right. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
that is actually really cool.
What?
That fog of war change like that. That is so cool.
How I could just immediately just kill something and be like, no, I'm just kidding, not that one. All
That is so cool.
right, I need to look at something really fast if you don't mind.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Totally.
Well, it's because it's hard for me to differentiate, so I gotta see what my actual map looks like.
What do your DM eyes see?
I know, right? Alright, so you throw it into this tile, and it like kind of like hits it a little bit, and then kind of like rolls a little bit, right? And the immediate hit triggers just a little bit, enough that you see this fire just kind of like fly through really fast.
Fire.
That is not a sign from your god.
How do you know?
Because that's death.
How high was the fire, by the way?
The fire was like passed right in front of you guys, so you would see it. So there's like, you would see like, it's almost like it's a fireball, but it's a little bit wider, like a wall fireball that kind of goes through, because the dungeon knows like each individual height. Because remember, it's learning. You're like, fuck, I'm short. It's not working.
I'm gonna grab another one of my torches because I still have 9 more.
Oh god.
And I'm gonna drop it in me at this one.
Okay. Yeah, where do you
Middle.
want it? Where do you
In the
want
middle as well.
it? In the middle, okay. So you throw the torch, and once again it hits the ground and then rolls a little bit, and nothing happens.
Right. I'll walk up and pick up the torch.
We'll follow him.
Yeah. Just gonna stay in Latara's like coattails, so to speak.
I will drop the torch in front of me again.
Okay. It hits the ground once again, rolls, and you see the fire just fly through in front of you.
Pick up another one.
He does that.
Oh.
Can I lean down and feel like the ground and try to like focus on vibrations and see if I can read any sort of mechanical movement of gears or anything that's making this happen, to try to pinpoint a location with my like knowledge of like that sort of work?
I think it happens so fast that you wouldn't be able to pick up on it.
Okay.
I will drop the torch to my left.
You drop the torch to your left, it triggers, and a wall of fire comes smashing right through you.
Through me? Or
It comes like
on the
right
tile?
and hits you, and then you kind of like catch on fire. Take
Yes.
take 2 damage. He's like, he just looks at it. I feel like Fragglerok's like, he does that, and then all of a sudden he sees the fire coming, he's just like, yes, I am home.
Embrace your champion, fire god.
and it happens
that's
right
like a
in front of you,
metaphorical sense,
Latara. Latara, it happens right in front of you because you're like right behind him, and you just see him catch on fire for like as this fire just like engulfs him.
This is fine.
It's fine. Do you scream? Like, is there any like, or are you just like whatever?
No, she's very calm and collected, but she'll say, perhaps for future testings. Don't do one where you're in the line of fire. Literally.
But how do you know it's the line? Maybe the line goes this way instead of this
Maybe
way.
only test the ones ahead of you, not beside you. And if you want to test the one beside you, take a step back onto the safe tile.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do this one next.
Okay. Thank
In
you
the
for
middle as well.
pointing one.
Yes.
All right, so you throw it onto this one, and you see nothing triggers.
All right. I will jump to it.
Okay.
I
You
follow.
guys can move your own pieces.
And I'll pick up the torch, obviously.
But we are. We just don't. I don't know how big the space is because we can't see the map.
I know, that's what makes it fun. It unveils for you.
I am gonna drop the torch in front of me. Right
Okay.
there.
You throw the torch, it hits and drops and triggers, and you see fire rush right through you again. Right in front of your face. Sorry, not into you.
Well, next torch, right there.
Okay. See it hit. You wait a second. You're like hesitant. Not that you're really that hesitant. You don't hear anything, don't see anything, and you move.
Yeah, pick up the torch. And I will drop it in front of me again.
Okay.
Told you, we're gonna cube this motherfucker.
You
We don't
throw
have
the-
shoes, but we got torches.
you throw the torch, and you see fire just like fly right in front of your face.
I will throw it here.
Okay. Throw it over there, and you wait a couple seconds, and nothing happens.
Jump over, pick up the torch. And I will throw it here.
Okay. And same thing, nothing happens.
Where is the
Get it out.
next gray one?
That's it.
We can't tell because dark vision is no.
But she
No
said
color.
there was light in here though.
There's no light in there.
I thought
No,
you
the
said
only
something
light was
lit
at the
up.
first tiles we were.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
As you guys are throwing torches, I'm just unveiling where you guys are throwing the torches.
Freeze her next.
Smart me would light a torch to see the colors around us, but I have 5 intelligence, so I'm gonna throw my torch.
Yeah,
right
while
there.
While he throws, though, I can light up one of my torches.
Right here.
Yep.
All right. Well,
So
that's all.
figure it out. It's only diagonals.
But are you throwing it on the edge?
No, in the middle.
Oh, in the middle. Okay. And you see nothing. You wait, and nothing happens.
Okay. I will throw one here in the middle.
There's nothing there. You are.
I don't know. I can't tell.
I will light
You
up
slowly
my...
see the hallway for the next room start to light up, and you've made it to the end.
The fire god is with us.
You only got hit once.
I was blessed.
Good job, Fraggle.
I was blessed.
Yes. Like
Good
Fragglerok
enough, that
literally
wasn't
was
cheating.
like, well, just in front doesn't work, just to the side doesn't work. Sideways. It works. It works. It works. It works. It works. It always works. Go side.
The rest of you could decide if you're gonna move up. You can move that. The tiles are big enough for you guys to all stand on, so you'll be fine.
Eh.
There you go. Congratulations, you have completed another room. And those are all the rooms I have for now.
We go to the next one.
Where's the door? Is there a door? Or is there
It's a
a
hallway.
hallway?
It's a
right
hallway.
in front of us.
Hallway? Oh, cool.
Remember, only go that way or that way.
I
Sure.
remember that for the next room. The rules are cumulative.
And with that, we have completed our first campaign session 1.
I got 5 torches left. We're safe.
All right, I'm backed out. I took down the maps. All right, so what'd you guys think?
Fire gun protect.
Fun time, fun time.
Quite enjoy.
Yeah, okay. What did you guys think in chat?
Math rocks.
Click, clack, math box.
They lived, might have a few limbs missing and some second-degree burns, but they lived. Do you guys like the concept of how this campaign's going?
It's interesting.
It's intriguing.
I love
It's
these
like,
fun challenges.
it's like a dungeon dive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we got 2 level ups, right? Because we got 2 rooms.
No. So the way level ups are going to work is you guys are going to run, and once you guys defeat your mini boss at the end of... So think of it as like a tier. You're on the first tier. Then you're going to move to the next tier after you defeat the mini boss. Once you guys defeat the mini boss, you will move up next level, and you also increase a level. It was like the easiest way for me to like comprehend how to do this for you guys. And that's why there's not like every room's not going to be a fight, and every room's not going to be a puzzle, and every room's not going to be like there might not be anything in the room. We don't know. But it's going to keep you guys hopefully on your toes, and hopefully you guys will have fun.
On our toes and on the walls.
So
No, I'm bears. I'm bears.
I'm
Well,
bears.
Bear was on the wall.
This ain't no Diablo level.
I don't think
Exactly.
Holla is gonna like me very much when I get to...
You don't think what?
I don't think Holla is gonna like me very much when I get to... My channel divinity, I channel like...
Yep. Like no good.
Is there anything that you guys think that I needed to do better?
I mean... Not that I can think off the top of my head.
Okay.
I think we kind of have like a bit of an advantage over like other D&D groups because we've been gaming together so long that it kind of feels a lot smoother when like, oh, there's a little bit of silence. We could throw something in. Or
Sure.
let's push this direction. So kind of works out.
Okay.
Like the classic thing of Grim goes ahead and finds all the traps.
Snip him out. Snip him out. Do I trust his nose? I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I get to have fun being chaos.
There you
I don't
go.
get to do chaos very often. I'm usually the cleric.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. It's interesting. I was not expecting you guys to like kill those skeletons as fast as you guys did. It's like, dang it, I should have kept the fourth one in there that I had.
Yeah, just you wait. Level 2, I get channel divinity turn undead. If they are of a low enough CR, they're just instant.
They're just instant death? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Or is that-
It's
is that- Destroy undead or is that turn undead?
well, it's turn undead, but if they let me see.
It's like I can't remember if destroy undead happens that early or not.
Oh no, it's level 5.
Okay.
Yeah, if an
Former
undead
cleric.
fails the saving throw against an undead, it's instant. If the change rating is they're beat a half when I'm level 5, they're destroyed. Then when I get to level 8, it's 1 or below 2.
Your mic's cutting out again, bud.
Yeah, there's all in the GMG so that you can actually figure out what's going on with characters and keep it track and stuff. And you know what?
See, it works for us, but it doesn't work for your stream, Dan.
Well, it works for stream, but it's more fun for just kind of doing some like goofy stuff. Having fun.
Yeah, I'm sending turn undead specs in chat.
Okay.
Like in VC chat.
Turn undead is very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are gonna murder this whole entire dungeon.
Hey, just because
It's
I'm not a
just 10
paladin.
levels of undead.
Might be all
If I was a
undead.
paladin, they would be fucking wrecked.
I don't know. We'll see what the dungeon has to hold. Maybe it'll lean more smarts than anything.
Oh, then we're in trouble.
What do you mean? I'm fine. I got 5.
I'm like average.
I got 5 intelligences. Super smart.
Super smart.
I have more intelligences than I have fingers.
I have 17 intelligence.
I know, like, Morgan fucking wrecked her entire, like, thing. I'm looking at her character sheet and I'm like, fuck!
No, so, Rob can attest to this. It is like my one thing that goes well for me is like whenever I roll stats, I don't know who has blessed me, but I always roll really good stats.
Yeah, Morgan's got the blessing of the trickster.
I just was like, what the fuck, game?
There's got to be one of us who's not crazy.
Does
Crazy?
there? Does
I
there?
was
I
crazy
was
once.
crazy once.
All right, so just so
me
I
alone.
am correct. All right, so just so I make sure I know what everybody has. So Fragglerok, you have fragments of bone.
Mm-hmm.
You have a chalice, and you have scraps of a rock from the pillar. And you picked up a rusty end of a pick.
Yep.
Okay.
I have everything in my other possessions in my inventory.
Yeah, I know. I also wrote it down so I can keep track as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then Latara, you have a wooden handle, a dull tip of a sword, a crown, because apparently you wanted the crown. You have a short sword with the elvish name Volre Valkaren on it, who is familiar with you. And you have a note that you found in one of the dungeons as well. And that's all I have of you. Oh, and you have a rock.
Yes.
Okay.
You're the rock.
Sure, the rock. Maybe she doesn't
I
want to.
don't have rocks.
All right, and you have
How heavy do you think that rock is?
probably like
Like
8
5 pounds or less?
I don't know, maybe 5 pounds. I'd say about 5.
It-
Small bowling ball.
So
I
5
can
or
hang on to
less?
it for you.
I would say probably about 5 pounds. Are you weighing yourself down? Is that what's going on?
No. It's for a spell and it has to be 5 pounds or less.
Oh, okay.
For a
I feel like
different
Fragglerok.
spell.
I feel like Fragglerok probably ate a bag of at some point in his life, so he just swallows everything.
All right,
Pretty
and
sweet.
Holla,
Holy level.
you have a wooden stick.
Yes.
Okay. That's all you have. You just
Yes,
have
a
a
stick.
wooden stick.
What do you have? A stick.
A stick.
Awesome. All right, when we do this again, I will you guys will finish the floor level, and depending on how much I get done, you guys may go up to the second level.
Nice.
So it just depends on how quickly I get stuff done. This will be a campaign that I'm hoping to do once a month. It could be a little bit longer than that due to the fact that I am on a job hunt and I am close to getting maybe a job offer. So that could change timelines. But thankfully no moving. So we will stay in contact with that. And thank you everybody who joined me and my gang. This was a lot of fun. Also, I suck at apparently doing evil combat.
It takes a little bit of getting used to, not gonna lie. Damn it, Grim.
Yep.
That's really what was hidden behind the fire.
My room.
It's Dan's room. Yes. I have bad news, Dan. Your room is on fire. And look, I am here laughing.
Though I feel like you need to do a new picture. Make sure you really lean into that mic too.
There you go, Grim. You can get a good picture there.
Also, everybody in chat, tell me what you thought. Let me know if you have any suggestions or want to see something with this campaign. It's not all fully written out yet, but it eventually will be. And yeah, let me know what kind of torturous things you want my lovely adventurers to go on. I'm all about taking requests. And
Chaos.
we'll see how smart they are. Though I feel like Morgan's gonna lead that charge. She's like over there, she's like, rolled 16
Investigation, my man.
Roll. I swear, like, you just sat there and you're like blind rolling. You're like, comes back down 21, bitch. Like, fuck.
I was going between two different dice, and they were my friend.
Awesome. Latin, thank you. Yes, send me those. Send me a long list of ideas. I am okay with it. I am open to ideas and suggestions. Anything goes on my end.
Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna unbox my dragons real quick.
That's right. You guys walk into another room and like it just dragon walks out. Hello. You guys are like ready to attack and it just sits there and goes, hello.
Oh, twist. It's just Dan's minis.
How did you get out?
Oh, that reminds me. I'll be in the US soon. I know where Dan lives.
No.
I can unbox his dragons.
I literally
I'll just say
have.
good luck getting
I
there.
have Tiamat on
Surprise
my
stream.
wedding registry because why the fuck
Yep.
not?
Yep. I have Tiamat holding up a couple of boxes at the base of my bed.
Yeah, because you didn't fucking unbox it and build it up.
Yeah.
Well, I did once, and then I put it back in the box.
I mean, it's at the base of your bed too, Grim, right?
No, I don't have Tiamat.
Well, no, because you're in Dan's room. He's like, fuck.
I know where you sleep, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's right there.
I was
Just have
supposed to say,
close to the
what?
mic. Yeah, it's right there.
No, part of me was like, wait, you know where I sleep? No, you don't. No, you don't. There's only one person who knows where I live.
Morgan did send you some shit, so I could get the address.
Yeah. Alright, just gotta hack
Go
Morgan's
box in.
account.
Gentlemen, everyone has a price.
Yeah, I'll send you 1 cent.
My
Everyone
price
has a
being
price.
Tiamat, so.
That rocks.
Okay, going to the registry. Fine.
Yes.
I'll PayPal you 1 cent. That's all I can afford because you live in the fucking US.
Dang.
USA, USA.
Oh, hello, sir.
I was like, hello, sir.
Oh.
Owen's here.
Owen is present.
It
Great.
was just Dan calling up on Morgan's desk.
But I'm
Joy.
The other Dan,
Oh, the other day.
the shorter one.
He goes, holla at your boy.
Owen.
Holla at your
no.
boy.
Holla at your boy.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
so
fun.
excited. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for being my players tonight.
Mhm.
Can't wait to kill more things. The
Dan's
name of the
Probably gonna die.
character wants to die.
Oh, he doesn't want to. He's probably going to, though.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, kobold, can't see in the day. Not all that great.
Should probably start really investigating your guys' sheets so I can understand things. Eventually.
In time.
In time.
And then we level up and you have to learn the character all over.
Oh, fuck. That's why you guys are here to guide me, too.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure. Guide you. Guide.
Wow.
He got your back.
How Grim is like barely in his frame at all because he's trying to be in Dan's chair.
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I say, just lean forward in the chair, Grim.
Yeah.
It won't make me invisible anymore. I don't have the.
Latin says Dan is committed to dying first. That wish will have to be granted.
Oh, that'll probably happen.
You want to see me disappear?
It's the cloak of invisibility.
It doesn't work anymore. Why doesn't it work? Work. There we go.
It's trying. But it's not succeeding very well. Ooh. Grim's
I can just be a vampire, just like. Nope. Gotta find the right angle. Where's the angle? Where's the fucking angle?
Haha, now you can't see shit back here.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, we can.
Damn it! Oh.
All right. Well, I don't have much else to say, except thank you guys. I really appreciated you guys joining my lovely first campaign I'm writing and doing at the same time. We'll see what happens
It's
next time.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Chaos. I may ask you guys some certain things down the road about specific things about your characters. Just watching Owen just like high five Morgan.
He's just licking his leg. I was just giving him support.
Oh, I thought he was high fiving you. I was like,
His back leg. He put his back leg up, and he was like licking like under his like knee, like near his foot. So I was like, and he was like kept going, like losing his like balance. And I was like, okay, buddy, I got you.
I mean, who knows what